march, Groundswell. They are taking to the streets today, farmers with their tractors, and it's right across the country too, protesting the government's plan to charge them for their emissions. The We're Not Going to Take It Groundswell protest is expected to see thousands block the roads across Aotearoa, New Zealand. For more on this, we're heading to both the North and South Islands this morning. With me, organiser Cam Vernon in Auckland, Dean Jenkins and Derek Bull in Darfield, and Lucy Thompson in Dunedin. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
There you go.
Good morning.
Good, thank you. Very farmer responses from all of you. Can I start with you, Lucy, in Dunedin? Thank you for being with us this morning. Lucy, why is it, first of all, what sort of farmer are you operating and why are you protesting?
Okay, my husband and I manage an extensive sheep and beef farm down here, and we're just being cut off from being able to, with these regulations, they're just so difficult to work with, and to drop our sheep numbers and that, along with the increase in costs for inputs, it's just insane. We're just not going to be able to survive.
So you're talking...
Our job's because that behind me is not a... That's real. That's my window. That could go into trees. And then there's nothing for us because there's more money in trees than there is in sheep and beef, the way these regulations are going and the direction the country's heading.
What do you say to the people who would argue, and indeed as the government does, that actually what our international markets want is greener or more environmentally friendly product, and that we need to do something, otherwise we will see more floods, we will see more devastation? What do you say to those people?
Well, I'm not sure how we're causing floods, Brian, but Ryan, not Brian, sorry. But the thing is that we are the best. We are the best. New Zealanders are doing the best. New Zealand farmers are the All Blacks of the world. We are actually doing it really well. I just can't see other than we're always trying to improve. We're constantly trying to improve on things, but we're actually doing a very good job now. I'm just not sure why trying to diminish us further. And the government said that by dropping our numbers, we're going to have to bring food over from overseas to come in to feed our own.
Yes.
So we're going to miss out on food over there.
There might be some leakage to other countries, according to that report. Lucy, thank you. I'm going to go now to Darfield. I want to speak to Derek this morning, to Derek and to Dean. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for being with us. Derek, can I ask you...
How's it going, Ryan?
Obviously agriculture is responsible for half of our greenhouse gas emissions. Do you accept that? Do you accept that climate change is happening and that you are contributing to it, first of all? And if so, do you think anything should be done or nothing should be done?
I think we're all contributing to it, and agriculture's had its share, but we have been improving for many years with riparian planting, and whether it's making a difference, I don't know. But at the end of the world, we're less than 0.25% of the emissions worldwide. Even if we took New Zealand clean off the world map, whatever we do, it won't change much. We can bang away at the government's door at the moment as much as we want. We can bang away at the environmentalists as much as we want. I don't know what to improve, but.
So, Dean,
yeah,
Dean, I want to bring you in here. So you would say, actually, you're not denying the fact that climate change is happening. You're not denying the fact that agriculture is a big contributor to it from New Zealand's point of view, but that the plan that's been put forward is going to do two fists of bugger all to fix it.
No, well, that's right. I mean, we're too small of a country. I mean, we're just cutting our throats at the end of the day. It's just ridiculous what they're trying to put in place, because it's a massive trickle-down effect as well for us. I think the government really needs to look at the situation, what it is now. And right now, the the on-farm cost is just huge, you know, and I think people in the next sort of 6 to 12 months, I mean, you think that the price of groceries at the moment is bad. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and that's the reality of the situation right now. So, you know, with this new tax that they're going to bring in is just ridiculous. Like, the reality of the situation right now is we're in dire straits.
All right, Derek and Dean in Darfield, we're going to go to Cam, who is in Bombay. Cam, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Morena.
Hey, just want an update on can hear some tooting behind you on the traffic delays today. What time are you heading out, and what can Aucklanders expect in terms of delays on the motorway?
So the plan is at the moment is we've got a community back through local and agricultural businesses putting on a barbecue from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. At 1799 Great South Road, Bombay. So anyone's welcome to come and sort of talk to us and hear us out and hear our side of the story. And from there at 10 o'clock we'll be heading into town and going to a few key points that we think are, you know, necessary to sort of display and encourage our message to get out there. And then from there we'll be coming back in the afternoon. Now obviously our aim is to spread the message. Our aim is not to obviously upset the public or interfere with, you know, obviously the transport industry, which is pretty big in Auckland, so yeah.
Can you tell me, Cam, look, we've got people emailing in our show right now, and you know, some of them are saying, you know, nasty things about farmers. You know, Groundswell is nothing but an organisation of dirty farmers who want to run their herd through waterways, thereby dirtying our rivers. What's your response to people who see you like that?
Look, Ryan, I think you'll always have some people out there in the public who will have a sort of very one-dimensional view. I think, as the other guests on the show have already been discussing, New Zealanders in the agricultural and farming sector are definitely at the leading and the forefront of what we do. I would invite anyone up to our family farm up in Ramarama at any day, any time of the week. You're more than welcome to come and see what we're doing, and this is the thing that doesn't get recognised enough. There is a lot of farming people who are always proactive and taking pragmatic approaches and upgrading their equipment and investing back into the future of their farm for the next generation coming through, and I think a lot of that is just getting misrepresented. I mean, last couple of protests that I've been in, a lot of people are going, oh, you know, the farmers are making too much money, they've got all these nice new shiny tractors. Well, hang on a second, if we don't upgrade our equipment and go to the new Tier 4 and add blue motors, you know, what are we actually doing about emissions? I mean, my family, we've grown up doing conservation planting for quite a long period of time. In the last 2 years we've just done another 35 hectares of natives, and with some of these proposals around the emissions tax and that, you know, it's just not viable. And so the options for us moving forward is, do we actually want to continue trying to keep this farm that barely breaks even at the moment without commercial interests from other avenues in our business? We just wouldn't have it. And it is a very large, beautiful piece of land right on the doorstep of Auckland, and what would you rather see? Have that, or would you rather me to just, you know, go down that path of going high density housing or chuck it into pine trees?
Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Cam. Also to Derek and to Dean, who are in Darfield this morning. Derek, just before we go, I just wanted to quickly come back to you. Do you think that we would see some farms close because of the emissions tax that would be put in? Would we see some go out of business?
They're not making money now, Ryan. And with increasing costs, fuel's gone up 100%, and fertiliser 70%. You know, if you can't carry on a business like that, planting and pine trees won't supply food. If they go out of business, we're importing it. I can buy garlic in Darfield now, imported from China. Why aren't we growing it ourselves? You know, that's where the problem is. That's where the emissions are coming from.